Shannon, when should a couple start preparing for their marriage interview?
I believe that they should start as soon as possible. So I tell a lot of the clients, they come in even before they get married, which is great. They should really start looking to prepare even before marriage. So I give them tips such as make sure that you have pictures together, like while you were dating. Make sure that you have pictures at the wedding, that you have family and friends. Not a necessity to have a big wedding because some people are like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, no, you don't have to have a big wedding, but you need to show that you celebrate it and that you show some level of respect and decorum. It's a huge moment in your life. I've had cases where they have looked at what the people were wearing to the marriage ceremony. So somebody had worn short and they commented on that in the decision. So it's really, really important to really respect the whole moment of getting married. So before marriage, during the marriage ceremony, and also marriage, that you want to make sure that you have documents to show that you were together.
Now, what should people have or not have posted on social?
Social media is a new concept that's going on with immigration. Really, really interesting. I tell people be careful about social media for so many different reasons. The officers do go on. They'll go on to your social media page and look to see. I've had clients, they have each other on each other's pages, which is wonderful. Also, that basically shows to the officer, like, okay, I see family. I see that they're posting to one another. They're basically tagging one another. And these are things that the officers look at. I also tell people to be careful too because of the phone.
How else can people prove to immigration that they are in a real bona fide marriage?
So I'm just going to give you like a list of things people should probably have. A joint bank accounts together, bills in both their names. Of course, pictures are what people usually come in with. If either spouse have children, those stepchildren or whatever the case may be, you should have basically to show that in case of emergency that each person can go and pick up that child. So for example, if the U.S. citizen is the step parent, have that step parent be on in case of emergency notification. Also, if you're working, in case of emergency, contact my spouse, because in case of emergency, God forbid something happens to us at work, you want your job to contact someone that's real, someone that's going to be there for you and going to make really good decisions on your behalf. You're not going to put someone that you're in a fraudulent relationship with. So they do look at that. So I tell people bills such as cable bills, you can also have telephone bills. Those are really important documents to show. But again, every marriage is different, right? Not everybody's going to have all these documents, and you have to be very creative at that particular time. There are times that people don't have good credit, and so they can't get a lot of bills in their names or even both names at that point. Anything coming to the address. So basically, if you have magazines or even junk mail coming into the address, you can certainly use that to show, yes, I may not have good credit, and that's why I may not be able to have these bills in my name, but here's documentation to show that basically I live at this address with my spouse.
And what if a couple doesn't have a joint account?
If they don't have a joint account, I tell people you have to be able to explain. So there's so many different reasons why people don't have a joint account. Basically, it could be credit situations, and then you could just show the bank stating that you made the request for your partner to be placed on the joint account and they refuse. Immigration will accept that, right? Because they see that you were making the effort to do that. There are other reasons. Sometimes basically there's lawsuits out there where they can collect and they don't want their bank account to be garnished. And then at that point, basically you present the information. Like, it's all about plausible explanations. Why can't you do this? They just want you to be able to explain it. So if you can't do the joint bank account, you have to demonstrate that you are dividing the financial responsibilities in a way. So everybody's contributing. It's not just the person getting the green card, but everybody's contributing. And that is very important.